What up, TikTok? Hey, hope everybody's having a great Friday. Hey, don't let anything that's negative in your life dictate the rest of your life. Does that make sense? Hey, we all go through some hard times. We all go through some emotional stressors, maybe at work, maybe at home, whatever it may be. Don't let that dictate who you are and how you react to the rest of the things that life throws at you. Does that make sense? Like if you're feeling pissed off and angry all morning or all day, you're going to take that energy and you're going to present it to everybody else that surrounds you, your loved ones, your soldiers, whoever it may be. You're going to use that negative energy and it's just going to make everything worse. Try to be positive. Pick something positive in life that's going really well. Use that positive energy and let that dictate the rest of your day. We can harp on the negatives. We can harp on the bad things that are going on in life. It's not going to help us. It's not going to help us move forward. Stay strong, keep pushing, drive on. Happy Friday.
What's up, Trash Talkers? Hitting you up this morning with a special promo on how to dress when you are doing PT in civilians, but you want everybody to know you're an Army. This comes from the Buddy Beckwith fashion design of how to work out. So first, you can notice the RI panties. Not Ranger panties, but Ranger instructor panties. The green socks, the knee brace for the old guys. Don't forget the M frames. Now the shirt, don't wear the Trash Talk shirt while you're running. This is just for the promo. You want to put on like an 80-second shirt or like your favorite airborne shirt so everybody knows that you're a veteran. That's the most important thing. And you start with this stretch. Buddy Beckwith taught me this one. Ready to go.
So, I'm walking out of the gas station and my co-worker, who's an old MP, but we still claim him, and has engaged the man in conversation. Not much for conversation with strangers, but he's got the tab. So, as I walk by, I say airborne, and the man responds with, and I quote, "Hoorah." So, after I instructed my co-worker to slash every single tire before he put the car in gear, I looked for the biggest rock. As I crow-hopped to throw it through his back window so he can stop posing as one of us, I actually wake up and realize that the man's ignorance had incapacitated me for a moment, and I was daydreaming. I mean, because in that moment you got two options. I chose the third option and said, "Incorrect. That's an incorrect response." And I kept walking. The man said nothing and he pulled away. So you tell me, what is it, a stolen valor thing? No Marine's gonna have an airborne tab, and no paratrooper's gonna say hitting hoorah. So you tell me, stolen valor?
Hey, y'all, I'm going to work. I left you a note on the refrigerator. I love y'all. I'm gonna go.
Hey, go get dressed. Get ready for school.
You're doing great. We're just tooling around, tooling along. Shit! Bad guy! Stop!
Let me break it down Barney style.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Hour, hosted by Nick, Dave, Joe, and Buddy. Real warriors making fun of other real warriors. Try to not get triggered.
Today's show is brought to you by the Farkas Group at the Veterans Mortgage Source. Are you looking for a team you can trust for your mortgage needs? The Farkas Group is our trusted partner on the podcast. I served with Zach, and he will definitely give you the best rate possible. Their goal is to educate veterans across the country on their earned VA home loan benefit. If you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, reach out to these guys. For competitive rates, or any information you may need on obtaining a VA mortgage for your property. They are licensed in multiple states. If they are not licensed in the state that you live in, they will still give you the advice that you need and the rates you should be looking for.
2-1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 86 of the Trash Talk Hour. Shout out to our sponsors, Zach Farkas with the Veterans Mortgage Source. You can check them out at Zach Farkas at vmsloans.com. 10th Mountain Whiskey, check them out at 10thwhiskey.com. Type in VTT and get a discount. Special guest today is Cary and Jeremy from 535 Foundation Ranch. And today I'm joined by Nick, Buddy, and Joe.
Before we get started, Dave,
why are you interrupting?
I gotta interrupt you because Corey. I mean, I call him Corey because I want to call him a man, but Cary, we don't say 2 or 1.
Well, you should have spelled the name correctly in the.
We don't
in the
say
bio.
no. I am saying the name how I want to say it to give him more testicles. All right. We don't say 2 and 1. All right. No. All right. Sorry, Dave.
And it started. So the dumpster fire has already started, but all right.
It has begun.
It has begun, but we're gonna launch it with another. Call it a conspiracy, maybe just, do you believe in the guy or not? And we're going to briefly talk about Nostradamus, okay?
Oh, so what you want, bitch.
Yeah, so the dude was born in December 14th in 1503 back in France, okay? Took a lot of shrooms, so I know some of the conspiracies that we've talked about in the past, you guys have always said drugs were involved, so it didn't happen. This guy was definitely on shrooms, okay? He took a shit ton of shrooms. And he was a physician, astrologer, and he used to get these.
Wait, go back. Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop. He was a what? A physician and an astrologer?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, they literally go hand in hand. Do you know any doctors that are astrologers?
Astrology.
Because I'm a name.
Astrology.
Damn.
It's different than astronomy.
It's different, buddy. It's different.
Buddy, you're wrong. Okay, I have to take Dave's side here, which I hate taking Dave's side, but astrologist is different than astronomer. All right. Yeah. An astrologist gives you what your Aries call sign is going to do for the month. Okay, so it's actually
that's what I want, though.
Yeah, Dave's spot on.
Thanks, buddy.
You know what?
Anyhow,
we're gonna have to Google it later.
Yeah, we'll Google it.
You Google it right now.
So anyway, this guy was taking. This guy was taking his shrooms, he saw all kinds of crazy shit. So
it's just easier to shoot people.
It is. So he predicted things like Hitler. Okay, he called him Histler. All right, so he predicted a guy rising as a child, being able to, manipulate people by talking, and everybody would fall in love with him, and blah blah blah. The death of Henry II, the Great Fire of London, the atomic bomb. JFK assassination. He talked about him and his brother. And then 9/11. Okay. He said the towers of the new city will fall and we will go into war. Okay. And so when he was seeing these predictions back then, he didn't know what planes were and shit. So he describes them as like flying pigs and all kinds of crazy shit. Because back in, 1503, you don't know what a fucking submarine is or whatever. So
I get you.
I 100% do think that Nostradamus was taking shrooms and probably did see some things that occurred in our lifetime. Granted, I know what Nick's argument is going to be like. All his writings and everything, you could probably, you could pull something out of each one and throw it into something today. But his biggest one, in my opinion, was Histler, meaning Hitler. And so I believe Nostradamus. They say he predicted Corona as well. He called it the Queen of Rona that came from China and devastated the world. Okay.
Every year.
Who knows?
It went away.
But we'll get everybody's take, and then we'll see if Nostradamus, was real or not. Nick, the floor is yours.
First off, Nostradamus was 100% real.
He was real. Yes, he was a real person. No shit. His prophecies.
So I'll agree with you on that. And then again, like you did said, you already knew one of my responses was, if I read any book written hundreds and hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, right? Whatever, pick it. Right. If I take a couple sentences from one chapter, mix it with a couple sentences from another chapter.
Absolutely,
guy's a legend. Now,
you believe in the Bible too. That would be a whole other religion. We don't want to get into religion tonight,
do you believe in religion or are you spiritual?
I'm spiritual, 100%. Yeah.
Again, what religion does is take verses from one chapter and then a different chapter and tells you to believe it because that's what it says. But they don't bother going into everything else before it and everything else after it. But so again, then you said physician. actual primary sources will tell you that there wasn't a such thing as a physician in the 1500s.
Okay,
it was
that might be
it was the smartest guy. It's the smartest guy in the village was the one that said should probably cut that leg off before he died. Right? Like that was the physician. All right. There was no
physician used to say Frank broke his leg.
Just like I've said it on the show before, if you read the book called The Ghost Map,
we gotta take it out.
If you read the book called The Ghost Map, it's about the person who discovered where cholera came from. All right. And nobody wanted to listen to him, to include the Church of England, to include science. Right. And he was trying to say, hey, look, that's not, I just have a feeling it's not coming. It's not because of the air. Right. It's not, it's coming from somewhere else. And nobody wanted to listen to him. Okay. So Nostradamus, he exists. He was probably one of the smartest guys in his village. Right? I'll give you that. So he probably got some perks
like
for that.
The Eastern Bloc, like
he got perks.
He's from France. He's from France. Yeah.
So he got perks. He got perks for being super smart, right? So he probably got some of the.
I could have won back in the day.
They came down. They right. He got some of his shrooms, and again, could an intelligent person now say, you know what? If we're not careful in about 300 or 400 years, this might happen. So I'm going to give Nostradamus a lot of credit, saying he was probably one of the smartest people in France at the time.
But he didn't predict shit, what you're saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like I said, I could probably sit here and go, you know what? In about 50 or 60 years, if we hand out a bunch of money, prices of goods are going to go up. Does that make me a fucking
Yeah, but some of the stuff, and we don't want to talk too much about this because we want to get the show really kicked.
No, I think he was onto some stuff, but
like the two towers of the new city, New York, but he calls it the new city, will collapse. You got to read it in his quadrants.
Can I blow Dave's mind, or is Joe going first?
You go ahead, buddy.
Stuff. I'm going to say Nostradamus was just the smartest dude in France. That's all it was.
So, like, before I say this, if you're smoking weed, don't listen, because it's gonna. What if Nostradamus was actually a time traveler, and he didn't?
Shit.
He already knew it and he just went back and was like, boom. So I'll hit your conspiracy. I'll see your conspiracy
and
take it to the next level.
Raising it up another conspiracy. Mm-hmm. I do remember being in high school and having to watch a movie about Nostradamus, and it was about his predictions for Doomsday, and he was talking about the bear and the eagle getting into a fight, and then the bear and the eagle becoming friends again and fighting the dragon.
How's the eagle supposed to beat a bear?
I don't think that it's I think it's probably metaphorical.
It's metaphorical because he didn't know what he was seeing back then
anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he was saying something about Russia in America, but I don't know.
All the knights of the round table killed the dragons, buddy.
That just blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. Now Cary's sitting here thinking that there's time travelers.
Well, the book that I have, and I still have it here at the house, is a Nostradamus book in German. And I read about like 9/11 back when I was like 14.
Is that in
German? And it's in there because a lot of people nowadays are like, taking stuff and recreating, whatever message. But that was a big one. And he talks about the two towers in the new city falling, which will create war in the Middle East. Like it was in there. And I read that shit when I was 14.
That other bullshit.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy. That's a good one, man. I think maybe shrooms might open portals or something. Who knows,
Well,
it frees the mind.
That other super famous podcast dude, like not us, but the other one, the really famous one.
Never heard of her.
His name
Who's
rhymes
got more
with
viewers than us?
Yo Bogan.
Oh yeah.
Rogan? Yeah. Well, you weren't supposed to say
Joe Rogan's a racist.
Anyway,
hashtag don't cancel Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Hashtag
go ahead, buddy.
Keep
Joe Rogan
around.
hates people.
He said something once about psychedelics just opening areas of your mind that you couldn't access because we only use 10%.
Correct.
It opens up pathways to other synapses and areas of your mind that you can go
spell synapses
to other places.
Spell synapses.
Yeah. I mean, the CIA has done.
Stop. Spell synapses.
I can get
synapses. SNAP apsis. Synapses.
You can't.
In Alabama, they're not even called synapses; they're called synapses.
No.
So anyway, buddy,
We'll take it.
definitely happened. Like he predicted a lot of shit that came true.
Oh yeah.
Are you a believer? Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've always been a follower of Nostradamus. Not a huge
Good
deal.
shit.
I almost I took French in high school just because I was so.
Tu parles français? Parlez-vous français? Buddy, parlez-vous français?
No, I don't.
Knock
I
it
don't
off,
say-
Dave.
So my French name in high school was Claude. So I would say Je m'appelle Claude, and she said say it right, and I was like, I'm from the southern tip of France, Madame Barnes. Leave me alone.
Qu'est-ce que tu aimes? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes would be what's your. I took French for 2 weeks. And I pretty much speak the entire language, so no big deal.
And I think it's
whatever, James Bond.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Yeah, he's
All right, so good to go, buddy. Joe, what's your take?
I got like 4 games right now that are paying out. So no, I'm just kidding. I was checking my phone. Man, obviously he was real, but I'm somewhere in between Buddy and Nick. You know, you guys can.
You've always been
run
in
with
between
that
Buddy
one
and
because
I.
I just threw you a soft. You can run with that one. I just threw you a softball.
Yeah, and sometimes
But
Buddy and I
man,
switch top and
like I
bottom.
said,
I just want to say that I was in the back. I was always in the back. I was never.
Other than that, I was just getting in front.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You were the dominant one, buddy. You were the dominant one.
there's too much lost in translation.
TMI,
There's too much drugs. God knows how high he was.
Okay.
Like Nick said, he could have, broken clocks right twice a day. God knows, if he just sat there and wrote on shrooms and he was brilliantly, genius intelligent, was like 3 or 4% of the stuff he wrote actually predicted something. What about the other 97% of, has anybody ever read the stuff that no one talks about? God knows how much he put on paper and how many years later something happened that fit that, fit that teaching or something. You know what I'm saying? You can shape it with your own imagination a little bit.
So Joe.
So I'm saying he's real, but I'm saying that but taking his predictions as gospel according to a certain event is
let me ask you
me.
this.
That's a bit of a leap for me.
Joe, would you at least say that he predicted something that occurred, not out of luck, but he actually predicted something
again,
and it
it's not
occurred?
out of luck.
I would say he predicted something accurately based on the fact that he's very intelligent and the fact that not because he had knowledge of it already because of some kind of telekinetic powers, but because he was a very educated guy. He was very intelligent, and he wrote a lot, and he's on shrooms a lot. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows how many things he wrote that actually translated into
it wasn't even that bad, right? For one.
Right, but Nick, you gotta understand. You gotta understand.
The first time a virus came and killed people, so it's not hard for a smart guy to go, hey, there's probably going to be a virus coming.
This guy was in 1503. He doesn't know. You can't compute the things that are occurring now.
You can't compute people traveling from China in the trade routes in the 1500s, which
the guy didn't even know what an airplane was. Like nothing.
It doesn't matter. People were coming and trading from China. All right, so they come there and never said all of a sudden.
Nick, you had your part. Jeremy. All right, so Joe says no.
There's 2 theories. One theory is that it doesn't matter what you predict. If you give it enough time, it's going to happen. Right? That's the theory.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but where that theory falls apart with Nostradamus is the specificity.
Don't even say
it. Specificity.
Just say specific.
Specifico in Italiano. No big deal.
Anyway, it's how specific he is with the predictions. So that's how that falls apart.
All right. So Joe says no. Nick says no. Buddy and I say yes. Jeremy, what's your take, brother?
I'm thinking about how you take those astrology things reading the newspaper. Some people read them, they believe them. Some people read them and don't, because it kind of fits what's in their head at the time.
Okay.
They can take what they want from it and make it fit their scenario as much as they want to. That's what I think about Nostradamus. People read it and they translate it however they want to and fit whatever scenario they want it to fit.
I like it. Good shit. All right. Can I call you Cary or Corey, or what do you want me to call you according to Nick?
You can call me Daddy.
I'm gonna tell my mom.
I'll talk to her tomorrow.
I'll tell her.
Love you, Mom.
On Facebook.
What's your take, brother?
Oh, he don't have one.
No.
What's
No,
your
he's no,
I'm
no.
fucking retarded. Like,
no? But what's your
Yes,
take?
all
What's your
right.
take?
what? I think it's a bunch of
About 10% of the house purse.
Okay, all right. So
that's just my opinion.
That's my take.
no, that's great. So Buddy and I are on the same sheet of music to an extent. The rest of the panel says no.
Because
So
they were both educated in fucking K-Town.
yeah, 'cause we're-
Only
I
for-
call it open-minded.
Yeah.
I call it open-minded.
It's
Yeah.
because we're multicultural. You
They fucking
fucking
retarded.
Damn right, homie.
Yeah.
dude.
K-Cal for life, homie.
I mean, like, I'm
Yeah,
kind of
well-
on Nick's little fucking time frame there. Like, as fucked up as that is, but
Yeah.
All right, so Nostradamus, yeah,
He's-
he was all full of shit. And we're good to go. Buddy, honesty
I'm
cap
not saying it's
time.
right or wrong or any different. Like whatever. Like, but don't be a faggot.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Buddy, the floor
I'm
is
talking to
yours.
This microphone.
So I
Buddy,
had.
buddy, I gotta stop you right from the beginning.
Go ahead. Go
You're
ahead.
you're at the Harvard of the Southeast.
Right.
All right. Austin P.
Austin
So
P
you're
University.
you're an educated person.
Now I know why you asked me what school I was going to this
Right.
last week. What's up?
So
Oh,
now we
yes.
don't begin
Boom.
sentence with so Now
I mean,
you're
you
not
do
an
it at the
educated
Harvard of the-
person.
It's called a
No,
preparatory.
somebody who
command.
goes to the Harvard of the Southeast.
If you say, if you say
Go ahead, sorry, my bad.
like is like the group part or platoon. I'm just letting you know.
Let
I'm
him
not-
live, Nick. Let him
Just
live.
shut up.
I just
Listen what-
Jeez.
So,
I want him to represent Austin P with pride. Okay,
Hey, the Govs, home of the Govs. Don't
okay, yeah.
don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Anyway,
Wait till the Austin P people start
Anywho.
talking about this. Yeah.
Anywho, buddy.
I had this entire I was gonna go off on people and the hazard lights that they use when it's snowy outside and how and then they think that it's like a cloaking device to get them away from the cops. And I had like all this energy that I was gonna use and be like, they're stupid or whatever. And then I came here and we started doing this equine therapy thing, and I was like, all that negative energy got turned into like not negative energy. So the I guess my honesty cap is so today I got here, we started going through some work with horses, and we talked about the energy that you put into the situation and the energy you get out of the situation, and how
Oh, I
kind
know where
of
this is going.
I
Sorry,
don't
yeah.
think you do.
Don't be
but-
gay.
Yeah, anyway, it wasn't, we didn't make out or anything yet. Anyway,
How much you put into
yeah,
it?
but we were going through it all, and we're talking about like how working with a horse is a lot like being a leader. And then we talked a lot about the energy that you give to a horse, like when you're going into a room or when you're going into a situation. And it kind of hit me, a lot of times, especially for veterans, we get trained that, life is like a near ambush. If something happens, you turn and fight into it, and that's how you get through it. And this equine
We used to do
therapy
that with the
thing
fat chicks too back
really,
in the day.
really talking about has it's kind of talking about, not every situation you need to turn and fight into. The energy that you put into
Ooh, I
a
like that.
situation or the energy that you put into people around you comes back at you. If you're looking for a fight, you're going to get a fight. If you're looking to de-escalate a situation or to like they say, good time begets good time. So if you're having a good time and you're trying to put out good energy, then you're going to get that back at you.
Nobody says
And
that.
Nick,
anyway,
pay close attention to this.
so yeah, especially you, Nick, with your battery in your ass and shaking your head.
Are you making?
You
are
got all
making-
the-
Are you making?
Literally shaking his head at, hey
Every
buddy,
second
he's shaking his head at
crap.
positivity right now.
Are-
Yes, dude, we had a beautiful moment and you fucked it up. Now
I
I'm
didn't, I, didn't, I didn't say a word.
Buddy, I'm with
But,
you, 100%.
But
Oh,
anyway,
especially go down.
What you
Nobody
put out, you're
says,
gonna get
he
back.
said he says the old saying. I said nobody says that.
what?
that's all I
Who
said.
says what?
Huh?
Who's what I will
It's
say?
hate negates hate.
No. That's how you put it because
That's what scripture says.
I
So you just
wanna
you just
say,
said the opposite.
good
of
time
it, which
begets
is
good
still
time.
okay.
And here's how
It's
that,
still
and here's
okay.
how that
but-
bears out. Like if you're at a bar and you're having a great time with your boys, and like everybody else wants to come have a good time with you, good time begets good time. Now,
Yeah,
you
but
can
nobody
say hate
says
begets
that.
hate. Everyone says that
Nobody
I
says
know.
that.
I'm with
because
you,
I taught
buddy.
them how to
I'm
say
with
it.
you.
I'm not saying he's wrong, Dave. I'm
Now
just
you
saying
can
that nobody
say,
says
well, now
it.
you can start saying it, and everyone will say it. It
Right.
only takes one person to change the
Right,
whole
so we
world.
can start it.
Oh.
Why are you trying to be down on my down on our flow?
I just don't want to
We're
spread
just trying to put out
misinformation so
positive
Facebook doesn't
energy,
ban
man.
us again for lying.
Wow.
What?
Somebody's a curmudgeon.
You're a
Curmudgeon, that's a great word.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Boom.
yeah.
Dubious
I
ruffian.
cannot spell that one.
Anyway, so
fuck that word
so
means.
I'm gonna
Dubious
use,
ruffian.
I'm going to use
That's-
my
that's a-
honesty cap time to introduce our guests, Jeremy and Cary from
He
the
didn't read the
535
script, but it's all
or
good.
the 535 Foundation. Stop shaking your head, Nick. I know I didn't read the script.
Dave
Anywho,
said that, not me.
So,
Why are you on to me?
not only
Just
are
cause you're getting it all today,
Because
Nick.
you're in
not
the
only
way.
are these
You're in the
dudes
way.
better
I'm
than
the only
you,
one that
Nick,
can take
because
this kind of abuse.
they're both
if you
SF
did this
guys.
to Dave or Joe, they'd be texting me for hours after the
They're
show.
also
Like,
they're also divers, which makes them way better. And you might not be able to tell. It's hard to dive with
dove
a cowboy
once
hat,
in
but he
Jamaica.
gets it done.
Oh, you guys are all scuba qualified?
I'm not. No.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, duh.
No,
Hello?
buddy's like, Jeremy, you're supposed to lie. All right. When somebody
Okay.
when somebody asks if you're a god, you say,
You say
yes.
yes.
Well, the two
All
people
right.
on this screen are.
Dude, that is one.
qualified.
I have like mad respect for that school, buddy. Like I've seen
Well,
shit on
I'll
that.
tell you what. I went
To this day, I don't know how you made it through
I
physically.
went to dive
but,
school
like,
and it wasn't
oh my
fun.
god.
Well,
Yeah.
Dave,
Gary
you've
went
been
to
afraid of
dive
every
school when it
except
was
the
like
IB.
you had to do underwater boat treads and shit. It was ridiculous when he went.
I went to the last hard school.
I definitely went to the first easy class.
No,
Got a huge deal.
no.
Anyway.
well, I'll tell you, like I've spent most of the day hanging out with Cary here in Ardmore, Oklahoma, with the 535 Foundation, working with some horses. I rode a horse, and not a huge deal. The horse didn't die. It worked out.
I
I
had a
didn't
couple
fall
horses
off.
ride you too, homie.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Whoa,
the
Nick was in a movie called The Horse Rides Me.
I don't
out?
get to say that
Anyway,
anymore. I don't get to
That was
say anymore,
325.
buddy.
That was
I don't get to
325.
say that anymore.
So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
fucking success right now.
It's against the
Yeah,
rules, buddy.
But I'll tell you that
Crossing some fucking lines.
listen,
About to cross the line, Jack. About to cross the line.
Gary
the
going
dumpster
through
fire.
some of their equine therapy that they're going to definitely talk about here in a minute. Like it's crazy. It's crazy that first of all, like I've talked
You're
to
on
Cary.
your first point?
I've talked to Cary and Jeremy one time on the phone. I've never met Cary, just met him today.
Who's Cary?
And
That's Corey.
No.
Yeah.
This home.
Anyway, we met
Thanks,
for the-
buddy. It's Cary.
And it's, we've talked about it before on the show that veterans have this language, shared experience, all of these things that, they kind of just get it when they get it. And, the first time I talked to Jeremy and Cary on the phone, we ended up spending probably an hour and a half, 2 hours on the phone. And we talked for about 15 minutes about what we were supposed to talk to. The rest of it was veteran stuff. I've been here for all afternoon, and there's never been like that awkward moment where you didn't know what to say, like you get with other people, and it just kind of solidifies what we've talked about with veterans as a whole. Well, there was this one time that I was trying to hold his dick while he was peeing, and he got weirded out.
I was biting my tongue, buddy. I was trying my hardest not to interrupt you.
Yeah, apparently when you pet the horse, you're supposed to start at the face, not the underside.
Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to make friends.
I just want to hit the taint a little bit.
The first time I saw a horse was in Mexico, and that's what they did. So I was like, oh shit.
That's a donkey.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
tiny
a donkey,
horse.
Nick.
That's a little horse. That's a whole different show.
So we kind of went through that.
You never told me this story, Nick. You gotta.
But anyway, I'm gonna shut up and let Cary and Jeremy talk about the 535 Foundation.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Boom. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Welcome to this dumpster fire. That's a huge
Thanks
fire.
a lot, guys.
Huge
Holy
dumpster
for
fire.
fuck's sakes!
But, hey,
Now we
so
get to
those of you
fucking
watching
say something or what?
Yeah, hold on. Buddy did an okay job at introducing you, but that's why it's not his job in the script, because he doesn't get it.
I didn't read the script.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't read it.
But those of
You're
you watching
scuba,
for
buddy.
the
You can
first
do what
time,
you want.
those of you watching for the first time, we promote veteran-owned businesses, whether they're for-profit or non-profit, doesn't matter. And we promote them for free. And that way you can come on the show. And if you want to give money to these guys, if you want to give money to any other organization we have on the show, you can vet them because you get to listen to them and you get to see who started it, who did it, why they do it. Right. And so here we have the 535 guys that Buddy just talked about. And if you have never worked with animals of any kind to help you get through some situations, try it. And so they get their experience. But what I really want to hear before they talk about why equestrian therapy is good for you, I know at least one of you from the bios, couldn't handle the standards of the 82nd Airborne. So you decided to go SF. All right. Man, it happens all the time. So it's like you couldn't handle the dudes.
I got a great explanation for that shit.
So
you know why?
Once you explain why you couldn't handle the
graduate high school at one point in time in our lives, right?
Yeah. So let me know about that, and then let's hear what this 535 Foundation is all about.
Like, did you?
Yeah, I'm from the north.
Northern educated.
Well, like you stated,
Ich bin aus Deutschland.
The winners?
Huh? The winners of what?
Everything.
Duh.
Except for football.
We started the American.
Definitely don't win at football. Roll Tide.
All the great quarterbacks are from the north, so this is what it is.
Game of Thrones, the north was pretty strong
but like
too.
we all want to graduate from high school at some point in time in life. Like, I love the deuce, but it's the deuce or the douche or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
did a sergeant major yell at you?
To be fair,
sergeant major touch you somewhere.
Yeah, point on the doll where the sergeant major touched your hair. All right, point on the doll.
To be fair, Cary and I talked about the 82nd today, and he had a lot of good things to say. So, I mean,
no, I love the douche. Like, I love it.
It's a funny segue because
jury's still out, but I'm not sure I like your tone.
We had
yes, Joe. Joe, you haven't said shit for 2 minutes, and then this came in. You win tonight. You win, bro.
Observing.
The quiet man in the room is usually ready to pounce. So
yes, don't fuck with the quiet dude.
With piano wire.
I mean, Jeremy's about to hit you guys with
the loudmouth. You can knock him out right away.
Brandon Petruska says the French Legion says the 82nd is the best. That's facts.
Anyway, sorry. Back to you, brother. Back to you.
This guy said it.
Yeah.
That's facts, but obviously
printed. It's right there.
No,
I mean, I love you, dude.
No,
like,
I bring that up. Just a backstory behind it. I bring that up.
There might be a story somewhere in there where the 82nd had to save some people from certain death at some point in Samara.
Motherfucker.
Wow, shit! I wasn't supposed to put that on the podcast.
Oh, what? Oh, was
what happened in Samara? That was our city.
Thanks, Zidane.
Yeah, but before you get into that, the reason why we say that is when we had the only time that I was in the Deuce that we had a terrible command team, you saw an exodus of staff sergeants, like just gone by, to where literally the sergeant major walked into the room where in SWIC and was like, "You all need to come back. You can't go to selection." And it's like, yeah, we can, and I remember when that fucking thumb said that you have to tell your guys they can't go SF. I was like, I'm not telling them that because they're gonna make a phone call, and then when they make that phone call, a colonel's gonna make a phone call down to our colonel and tell them to shut the fuck up. And it was like,
you know what a shitty position.
So I'm not gonna say that to my guys. I'm not gonna tell them to go.
That was that was the same sergeant major that said that if you did go SF, you were disloyal piece of shit.
Right. You said
Nick, you remember what a shitty position that was for me though as a platoon sergeant and the thumb, and I'm just trying to keep it like trying to take care of my guys and just trying to make him happy or whatever.
That's because that was you. I would have told him to fuck.
Well, no, and guess what? Our platoon was good to go.
But but that was the point of that.
You're saying that we weren't good to go?
No. He said that there was in the formation. He goes, if you go to SF, it's because you can't handle the standard of the 82nd. I was like, oh yeah, that's what. Roger that. Nailed it.
Without taking away from our guests, real quick, didn't that guy make sergeant major?
That's a great saying, but like like everyone wants to graduate from fucking high school at some point in time, right? So like,
Well, it's not high school. It's the fact that you want to do something different, and cool.
Let's give it back to you guys. You just got us triggered, man, when you said
you wanted to go to
douche
theater
the
school
82nd,
instead of
you
go
know?
to play sports. But yeah, it's fine.
When you talk here, don't talk shit about the 82nd. That's all we're asking.
You can
all right?
talk. You can say whatever you want.
So say whatever you want about it. We'll go outside, roll around in the rocks.
Yeah, there's your intro. So what's this 535 Foundation all about? Talk about your service a little bit. Welcome to the Trash Talk Hour. What you guys got going on?
oh Jesus Christ. Here we go. Okay, so all right, so like chime in, Worm, if you want to.
Yeah, Jeremy, go ahead and chime in because I don't think Carrie's got any fucking idea.
Because everybody's got to graduate from high school.
I call him Big Worm. Later on, I'll tell you why I call him Big Worm.
We might save that for our episode. It comes out at 1 a.m.
Said that earlier. Still waiting.
Jeremy, before you start talking, though, talk about your background real quick. Are you deployed right now?
No, I'm at home right now.
Okay. All right.
What about tattoos? Do you have any tattoos, and where are they?
Shut up,
What's your most embarrassing one?
He's
got one on the
ones.
You trim that beard with a level 5, or is it down to a-
let's make
oh,
the
never mind.
535 Foundation some money.
Let's Jeremy talk. Yep, go ahead.
I was a combat engineer, then went to SF, and then I was on 535, and my first team I was on there for about 4.5 years. Got there whenever the 5th group was deployed in Afghanistan, so I was just kind of hanging back in the rear till they all came back, and then started training up in 2002 for the additional base in Iraq. After the first invasion or the first deployment, came back home, and that's when Cary joined the team. Him and about 4 or 5 different guys came in.
Yeah.
We lost half the team, and then they came in. And then we were on a team and did several deployments together back to Iraq, and that's where we get our name
Cheers
from.
Cheers to those guys, Jeremy. Cheers. Yep.
Cheers,
Anyway,
Big Worm.
Oh, cheers. And that's where the 535 comes from, because he was on ODA 535. It's Operational Detachment Alpha. And then, I don't know, Cary and I have kept in touch. Well, we lost touch for a little bit, and we got back in touch, I don't know, about 9-10 years ago. So, and then he had this idea for this equine therapy several years ago when we talked about it off and on a few times. And then one day we said, let's just do the paperwork and see where it goes. And then here we are.
Damn.
Right.
So what is it?
What is the therapy? And like, you guys just started a foundation organization. Like, what does it do? How can people reach out to you?
Give you money?
Okay, how it started, it was Cary's idea, because he's been around horses and rodeo his entire life. So he's
cowboy.
So he wants to bring veterans in, give them experience with the horses and whatnot, and let them get the what Buddy was talking about earlier. This is the experience because I didn't grow up around horses either. And the first time I went down there, it's something you can't explain. It's like,
what is it? Explain this.
It soothes the soul. It just does something to your body, and it gets you all that pent up energy a lot of people have.
He finally gonna talk. You gonna talk, man?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to do a Texas accent or a country.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It's cool. I speak 3 languages. No big deal.
None of them.
He speaks 2 languages. And he's learning English.
You speak all of the romantic languages, well, except for German. And
so what I'm gathering
German's
so far
just
is you guys linked up in 5th group, and Corey brought up. I'm sorry, Corey. I'll call you Cary, but it's like, I just don't
Say
want to get
Corey, if that makes you feel better,
it makes me feel better. The reason why
put if that put your clit up there sooner, like, and you can call me Corey, but if not, you can call me fucking Cary. How about that?
I'll call you Cary. I'll call you Cary out of all due respect. So, Cary and Jeremy, they started this, and anybody who's worked with horses before have seen that already knows this. But again, talk to people, because owning horses is not cheap, right? And taking care of horses is not cheap. So again, everything that we want to do, and people have this, I know everybody wants to wave the American flag and say, "Yay, go capitalism!" But whenever you talk about money, they lose their shit, and it's like, well, that's what it takes in America, and you can actually accomplish it in America because of capitalism. So yes, it is expensive to run horses, to own horses, to feed them, yada yada yada. But again, go through it, Cary, if you don't mind, please. Just what is the process when a veteran actually comes to the 535 Foundation?
Okay,
Good job, Nick.
I sobered up for a second there.
All right, so we're on the deal, right?
Yeah, now you have to be real.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
In my vision, like, okay, so like, come here Thursday evening, right? Okay. Like I'm gonna give you the process, okay? So Thursday evening, come here, and I'm gonna take them in town. I got a guy. We're gonna get some boots, like slick boots, like leather boots, because that's a actually training hazard or
Safety issue.
You're right.
Safety-
Training hazard,
sa-
safety
safety-
consideration. Yeah.
No
like-
tennis shoes.
because, well, fuck no, homo. So. So,
You have to be able to slide out of the saddle at some point. If
Well,
you
yeah.
if shit goes awry, you
So,
have to be
For
able
anybody
to-
that's
anyway-
watching, we don't have a problem with homosexuals. We like the Navy too. So
well, and I wasn't
I'm
trying to be
joking.
gayed out, but like whatever the new fucking process is in this world. But anyway, so like that deal, and then come here, like just a meet and greet deal, do that deal, and then come here and like spend a day in the round pen like we did with numbnuts here.
That's me. I'm not nuts, guys. That's
And
I
then,
am
like,
not
uh,
nuts in
That's
this
the first
scenario.
that Cary said that we all knew what he was saying.
Cary, once you're done explaining it all, you gotta tell us real quick how it was dealing with Buddy all day. But go ahead.
I'm awesome, and so it was fine because I'm a natural cowboy, guys. Everybody
Ooh,
knows
I
that.
love it.
Tell them anything different.
I love that.
Alabama.
Dave loves him some Cowboys,
We're
apparently.
both in fifth group. You gotta fucking be on my side.
I mean, we're 50s.
You gotta mute the mic, buddy.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Cary, brother.
no,
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
don't want to.
Hey, we're taking it everywhere.
Oh, that. Whoa. Okay. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Here we go.
You know. Go ahead.
So Cary, talk us through the process and how do people donate? What's the point of it?
Okay, so like right now at this point we have a GoFundMe deal, and Jeremy can like kind of Jeremy's on that
Well,
bullshit.
you can go on our. We got a Facebook page, 535 Foundation Ranch, and if people don't know, we're filed for a nonprofit through the IRS. We just haven't got it letter back yet. It's only been like 10 days, literally.
All right. How long have you guys been around?
3
doing
weeks.
this?
3 weeks.
Oh, snap.
This is new.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
This is
brand
this is a
new
new
office.
thing.
like we're fucking cherries. Like
Yeah.
We haven't even had our first official event yet, per se.
And
So
for
this
this
is
first
the first
event, what are you
event
guys
right
looking at
here.
doing? You guys looking at bringing in like a couple veterans? You guys looking at bringing in a larger crowd?
Well,
Like, let's-
four dudes.
About
Four
four
dudes.
people, yeah, because like you said, you need at least
Or
4
girls.
horses and all the old girls. Yeah, exactly.
Or like,
Folks. Yeah.
Nick, stop fucking shit up. Let him finish.
Yeah.
Man.
So we're brand new, getting off the ground and trying to bring vets in and help them deal with like the PTSD or just day-to-day bullshit. They just want to get away from life for a minute, decompress and just relax for a minute.
I love it. And when they come visit for those 4 days, room, boarding, all taken care of?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's why we need donations also, because
Yeah, for sure.
that's cheap, and then need food for the horses and then all that good, and then also we're going to give them travel pay. So we don't want the vets to put any dime into it. That's our goal. We want everything
Nice.
to be covered.
And you
Yeah.
guys have a website going already?
We have
Well,
a Facebook page right now.
we've got the Facebook and we got the what's that other thing fucking called? The
Instagram?
Instagram.
The Instagram thing and the TikTok deal.
Oh,
I
snap.
can't wait for my recap of this. This is good.
No,
I'll tell
dude,
you.
don't feel bad. Half the time
So-
we don't know what we're doing either on those pages. But you guys have already established
I don't.
kind of what your goal is and what your vision is and everything.
Mhm.
And now you're looking to, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Well, talk about what the therapy, and Nick brought it up earlier and we didn't really hit on it. Like, what is like the actual therapy? Like, what is it? Like who's witnessed this or who's gone through this?
So-
like a horse,
so-
you know.
So disclaimers, I'm no fucking doctor. I'm no goddamn therapist, but I'm just gonna tell you what it'll do for me, all right? And what it's done for me. And I've done it. Okay, so like when I started this, I've been around and trained horses all my life, right? And I've seen some bad shit in my life. Okay, so whatever. So
No, go like talk about the way that you've seen horses.
Hey, you're
trained.
onto something there. Stay with
Like,
that.
how you've seen
Brother,
horses
you are good to go.
broken and trained before.
okay.
Like, yeah, and the difference in what you do and what they do, because he explained it to me before, or today, and I've
Real
seen
quick,
a little
buddy.
bit of horse breaking before. But
Buddy,
Cary,
real quick,
can
Chad
explain
Rogers
it.
in the chat got a few boys still around in the area. I will tell them to check it out. Got to go read with the daughter and talk to you boys later. So Chad's already checking out y'all's for foundation, and whatever you got going on. Yep.
Okay, so like all right,
No,
and
like
then-
all of the bad shit that you've seen with breaking horses and how that didn't
yeah,
work.
yeah. So initially, like all the bullshit I seen on it, and Diane, my life partner, I'm not gay. You're like, it's a female.
It's okay if you
It's
are.
okay to be gay too,
All right,
bro.
if you
I
are.
mean,
Fine.
like, I guess that's good if you do, or like whatever,
Yeah,
but
just like if you
anyway.
like
I did half the 80s game, but I was also a virgin, so I really don't know much about it.
All I had was boyfriends for like the most of my life.
Yeah, I
So-
did half the 80s gay. I just was a virgin, so.
All right. Back to you, brother.
Okay, cool, bro. Because you got a cool beard. But anyway, so that shit, and like she's been on that side of it, and I've been on that side of it. And I'm like, God damn, holy fuck. And it's still when I was in the army, I was like, man, there's got to be a fucking better way to see shit, fucking horses hung up and beating that fucking head and like whatever. And I'm no Peter tree hugging faggot. Like I'm not trying to be like that, but or like was
Did
that
you say horses hung up?
Yeah.
was
Like,
that a little bit off kilter?
yeah, go ahead.
Nah,
Okay.
you're good. There's no censorship here except for Facebook, but yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No, horses hung up. What do you mean by that?
Like if you've been big barns and like big show rings and like it's got to happen right now, like and it's beating a submission, right?
Dude, I'm with you, man. I grew up in Germany and they have like horse
here we
meat.
go. Our
Horse
German-
meat.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
Oh my God.
Hey,
no,
everybody,
like I'm
Dave
agreeing
knows
with the
German.
guy.
Dave speaks German, guys.
Dave speaks German and
Buddy,
French,
I'm like
Italian, and-
like
Opa.
completely like
Opa.
yeah.
Opa.
That shit's messed up, man. I'm the same way, bro. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead, but yeah, that shit's fucked up. Like,
Well, it's
fuck that
nothing,
shit.
You know how to
nothing
ride a
different
horse?
than what you've seen with dogs, Dave.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So like, and I'm not trying to like being some weird fucking weirdo, but like, so anyway, initially when I seen all this shit,
cut you
I'm
off
like,
here, let me give you some motivation.
okay,
All right, let me do this like this little coaching into talking about it is you're not being a weirdo or a fag or nothing by saying that I saw some bad shit. Right? Like you're not being a faggot for saying that. And what you're doing though, what you guys are starting is something that I personally, and again, nobody else has to agree with me. I personally think that working with animals is one of the best freaking things you can do.
Spot on.
So,
Truth.
so don't sugarcoat it to where don't be afraid to put yourself out there to where it's like the reason why this horse brings me, to center, because why am I not in center in the first place? And it doesn't have to be about combat. However, we are all warriors, so most of it's about combat. If it's not about combat, how does working with a horse bring you back to center? Go.
All we're saying is, brother,
Good
keep
call,
talking.
100%.
You're
No,
okay.
no, let him go.
100% like that's that Nick boy, ain't it?
that's Nick. Yep. Yeah, but like, what he's
No,
doing
it-
is-
but-
We're
it
gonna
doesn't-
stroke you off here in a minute.
Go ahead.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
No, that
soften
was
you
awesome.
up.
It's gonna take more than a minute, so
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
Not much. Not much.
Carrie, these are the best episodes ever. Go
What
ahead.
I'm trying to portray is what I'm trying to portray. What you just fucking said, like you know what I'm saying?
And I helped you out, so yeah. It's okay.
Yes.
It's a paratrooper.
You know, I was retarded, so like
Ranger, yeah.
Come on.
So
our guest is like literally like opening his mind and letting things go. And Nick wants to take credit for like pushing him to the next level. Nick, shut the fuck
hell
up.
yeah.
Let our guest talk.
Yeah, you shut up.
Ranger.
Come on.
Hey, you shut up. No, you shut up.
So we talked about it earlier, and like I said, what Cary was talking about earlier, seeing all the bad, like the breaking of a horse's or an animal's spirit in order to get them to bend to your will. And what Cary and Jeremy are doing is the opposite of that. Like
I love it.
Like I guess kind of like what you guys are doing. Like
Okay, so like what? It's hard.
no, it's not. It's exactly what you said earlier about, you know, how you're moving them into like where
Yeah,
they're
so-
uncomfortable,
so,
but showing them that
okay,
you're not going to hurt them.
Yeah, it's all a trust factor. Like so, like if you're, and we've all been over there overseas and like seen some people over in a fucking bad spot or whatever, and like or have to train these fucking people. Like, god damn, it takes all that trust to get that for them to do your will, right? Does that make sense? Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's the exact same fucking thing. Like it's like, holy shit, like same goddamn thing. But these animals will teach you more than than any human can.
100%.
Ever. And it's they without being fucking gay or whatever, but like they say,
Bro, stop.
Oh, Dave,
stop
shut up,
explaining.
Dave. Dave, shut up. No, he's going.
Nick, I was actually gonna motivate him.
So did I. But I was a problem. So shut up. Let me go and keep talking.
Nick's triggered. Go ahead, brother.
I did because you're doing the same exact fucking thing I did.
No, I'm just telling him not to justify
Basically,
anything that he
what they're
says.
saying is-
Just go.
That's what I said. Stop trying to justify it. Just talk.
Nick.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Doing good.
on a vulnerable state, like they like I kind of feel like that's why I'm still alive. Like, you know what I mean? Be honest with you. Like they've saved my fucking life. Like it's not gonna do that for everyone. Like, but for me it did. You know, and if I can get one fucking dude to not want to suck star is fucking 45, that's good enough. But like I want to get all of them. But like you know what I'm saying? Like I know it's kind of weird and
No, crawl, walk, run. You know, if you found a solution to save one life, in the end, that's all that matters. Mission fucking accomplished. Now, if you can bring it to a larger scale, we're fucking winning, brother. So yeah, I get you, man. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like people talk about like toxic masculinity and like people, you know, being with Cary all day. He is legit. He is what? Well, I mean, he is.
He's scuba, so I like the guy already. Like he's gangster as fuck.
He's a legit, regular ass fucking what you would think of if you were to draw a picture of a cowboy. Cary is that, but instead of being just that, he's also we don't none of us like to show our softer side. None of us.
Yep.
Like we're all there's a persona that we feel like we have to kind of meet, right?
Nick,
like, you're a cowboy, you're a Green Beret, you're a soldier, you're this. You have to be like the guy that's in charge. You have to be the guy that's like in your face. You have to be the knife hand that like tells people what to do. And what's funny and what's kind of interesting, even listening to Cary try to explain what he's doing and even being on the show, is that there's always a dichotomy or a fight between that persona and
dichotomy.
Not a huge deal. I go to the,
Help me out, buddy. I mean,
Harvard
I'm
of the
trilingual.
Southwest, not a huge deal.
Well, you should know what die means. That's two.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's pretty badass word.
but the
I
dichotomy
didn't ask you, Nick.
of that, and then
Is a badass word.
seeing Cary with those horses and seeing Cary explain, like, dude, it was it for lack of a better term, it's kind of magical to watch him describe like how dealing with animals and dealing with horses is like is a lot like military leadership. And then dealing with them is dealing with your own inner demons, because you can't go into the round pen with a bunch of bullshit. Like you can't go in there angry and trying to force them to bend to your will. You have to show them that you're trustworthy. You have to show them that you're good to go and that you're not gonna beat them for doing the wrong thing. And then they feed off of that energy, and then they do what you want them to do. Like he explained it to me earlier and was saying,
Spot on, brother.
It's
Spot
the
on.
difference between training, like pushing a horse. Like horses they'll push back. So pushing the horse and then allowing them to push back as a reward as opposed to a punishment. Like, and he's not going to say it, he won't, but he said something earlier that was pretty profound. If you break a person or you break an animal, you take out 90% of the good shit that you wanted the animal for in the first place. If you teach an animal or teach a person to react to situations in a healthy way, you keep that 90% and you get them to be productive.
Ooh, that's fucking fire.
It was
damn, brother.
I just brought a tear to my fucking eye.
Dude, that shit is legit, man.
Well, that's what Cary's been doing all day with these horses.
Cary,
like I said,
damn.
He's not gonna sit here and thump his chest and tell you how great and glorious but
that's how I feel about my dog.
Man,
Cary, I don't have horses.
buddy.
I don't have horses, but I got my German Shepherd, man.
My dog's the same way, bro.
Megan got me my German Shepherd. And dude, I can come.
Go ahead, Joe.
Just interrupt me, Joe. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
What's that?
Joe's funnier.
It was at the
I'm
same
not trying
time.
to be funny. This is a good conversation.
Doesn't matter.
No, it was at the same time. It's about the conversation. I think the one thing about what Cary's doing, the one thing that it illustrates the most is that how widespread this problem is, and it doesn't matter what background you're from. There's so many dudes that have that same issue that they bring home. That's why if you got an idea for therapy or if something works for you, the difference between it helping people or just helping yourself is having the guts to step out and say, hey man, check this out. This helped me. This is not something you'll see at the doctor. This is not something you'll see in the city. This is not something you'll see here. And it's a multifaceted problem. So every diverse approach to it like that is crucial for somebody to start something and bring people in, because God knows if it catches fire and goes viral, all of a sudden, it's the next big thing, and it's saving lives because of it. You never know. But it's not going to touch anybody if you don't speak up about it and say, hey, this is what helped me.
Yeah, well, the crazy thing is talking to Cary and Jeremy both.
That microphone
is that they both talked about feeling selfish about like the fact that they're getting benefit out of helping people because they feel good about the fact that they've helped a person, and that causes a lot of people to not like, they feel almost guilty about helping people because they get some benefit out of it too. And like Cary talked about it earlier, Jeremy's feels the same way. Like it just because something that you're doing has a positive benefit for you doesn't mean that it's selfish, or that it's selfish. It if there's positive all the way, if it's a win-win, it's awesome.
Oh, a win-win should be every approach in life anyway.
Right. I heard that.
It literally should. Like even when buddy, you bring up an amazing point, and I'll pass it on over you guys. Like even in a confrontational situation with whatever it is, like if your outcome, whatever you're confronting, whatever situation is, if your confrontation is win-win, dude, it's probably going to be positive. Not just win me, because I'm going to fuck this dude up or I'm going to, mess him up in whatever way. If your approach to whatever it is in life is win-win for everybody, bro,
No,
you're gonna
100%.
fucking win. Like, we compete way too often with each other. We compete with others. We care about what others think. And as to you, Cary, don't worry about what anybody fucking says.
And not being selfless.
Don't worry about
always mean being selfish.
Thank you, Joe. I was on a roll, but go ahead.
Jesus Christ, Dave. What are we in fucking Nazi Germany? Is it okay if I fucking caveat?
Holy shit.
God damn.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you, Joe. You know I love you.
85% of what I've said, you've been like, oh, thanks, Joe.
Hey, and guess what? We're in a win-win conversation
hey,
right now.
newsflash,
so
I
it's
didn't
good.
ruin the next epic monologue, okay? I'm just
Joe, you know I love you, brother. I'm just
No,
messing with you.
We got to
Hey, Nick, say something.
no, yeah, I was gonna say no. I was gonna let them go at it. But we're gonna. I'm not gonna recap yet, but we're getting close. But we gotta get Jeremy back on the horn as well.
Yeah. Hey, Big Worm.
You know, because he's Big
I'll
Worm over
tell
there,
y'all
just
what
kind of chilling. And you know, Dave's right with like with the win-win situation. But
Yeah.
again, we don't live in fucking Candyland, right? And so like the win-win doesn't always happen. I don't think that
I will revoke what you just said. But go
I
ahead.
don't think it really applies here, though. It's just again what
You know when win-win doesn't apply?
it doesn't
In war.
apply when
That's
somebody's
it.
hating and it
No,
doesn't
war.
fucking matter.
War.
Okay,
War,
so
physical
let's
pain.
talk about
I could fucking
horses.
make up right now.
Let's talk about equestrian. Let's talk about horses. Okay, if you don't like horses, then turn off your fucking phone right now. Okay, like nobody cares. Okay, turn it off. All right, because you're not winning. Horses are awesome. All right, and guess what? They cost a shit ton of money. And so to all you haters out there that are like, oh, how the hell can you no, how can you you should be giving all of this money back? And it's like, well, did you buy a bunch of horses?
Yeah.
Like probably fucking not. Do you have the land to run these things? Probably not. All right. So these guys are actually organizing something that's coming up. And somebody said something on the thread here earlier about, hey, like nonprofits can't take any money until they actually get the paperwork, in order.
That's not true.
It's not true. So let's hear that, Jeremy. What we got? Where can people donate to you, and what can people do to help this mission?
Well, right now we have a GoFundMe going on, and it's linked on our Facebook page. But at the same time, if you want to, you can just mail a check straight to our business location. And we have our bank account in 535 Foundation Ranch's name. And if you want, you can send it to 2637 Memorial Road, Ardmore, Oklahoma 73401.
We're gonna post this 100% like after that.
And then
I can't even remember what I had for dinner last night, so
Right.
we're gonna definitely.
That's the
But-
fact.
but if
Dave
you-
a lot of
but if-
times
but if
has no clue what happened the day prior.
But,
But
but if you go to the
Nick,
Facebook
you know
page
me,
also,
man.
He's holding the reason why in his right hand.
but if you go to the Facebook page, it has the address on there also. So you can either send a check directly to us or use the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe ends at the end of this month. The only reason we chose that access because that's the quickest way we can reach people and just to get some money coming in, which hasn't been a whole lot so far. I think about $800 we've got so far.
okay, so
but-
they've only gotten $800, guys. Those of you
But
watching.
that's
So-
all right. Hell, wait.
No,
No, but hold on.
Wait, Corey, let
Can
me
we
do- let me-
can we explain a little bit of a budget process here?
Yeah,
For-
go ahead.
let's say
Go
we
for
get-
it, brother. Go for
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, Jeremy. Go.
So we get 4 vets to come in for 3.5, 4 days, and just for the for horses, the feed, and then for the veterans coming in, the lodging and food for them. So for a 4-day event, you're talking anywhere about $2,000 to $2,500, depending on how the market is at the time. And so that's what we're raising money for, is to get people to come in and do that and take care of the horses and take care of the vets at the same time.
Yeah, the guy who made that comment, hey, thanks for watching, KJ, and he just responded on the thread as well. So we'll do a little recap here. What you witnessed with Cary, right, which we've all been through this, the only thing that we have going right now is that we've been telling stories for over 2 years, right? And so it's become a little bit easier for us to share what's going on. So no, again, VTT by no means cares if you're gay. VTT by no means cares whatever. And
I'm not gay. Is that what you're
that's
saying?
fine. That's fine. The point is when you're dealing with demons, you're the only one that can actually deal with them. You're the only one. You're the only one that can bring them out. If you don't bring them out, then it's just you. And if you're strong enough and you can do that, Godspeed, good for you. All right. I'm not. Okay. I need my friends to know what's going on with me. Right. And I know that if somebody can help me in any way, then I'm gonna take their help. So what these guys are doing at the 535 Foundation, right, is helping people. And not only people, but they're helping warriors, right? They're helping warriors that have went, and again, these warriors, they won't say that they went through the depths of hell. They won't say that because they're worried about being a faggot, right? They're not, all right? They've literally done everything that their country has asked them to do, plus 1,000.
100%.
Right? So if you have any extra cash in your pocket and you don't know where to send it and you're thinking about it, all right, maybe think about sending a couple warriors to the 535 Foundation. And that way they can, go learn about taking care of an animal to where it's going to respect you and do what the animal's supposed to do and all that stuff. And I see Buddy chomping at the bit here. So before I close out, Buddy can get after it.
That was good, Nick. That was good.
That's all I ever do, Dave. That's why.
No, you're extremely drunk right now. We've had about the same amount of alcohol, and you could tell that you're blitzed. Don't get triggered now, Nick. Don't get triggered.
Not at all. I went from here. I went from here
here.
Here. Okay, that's
shout out to 10th Mountain Whiskey. Type in VTT, get a discount.
So that's about it. But hey,
on a serious note,
no, Nick, that was good, man.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys putting us on this deal to try to exploit us or whatever the fuck it, or like put us out there.
Exploit.
Or
we're gonna go on the dark web right now.
Hey,
I'm gonna get on the dark web right here. On my computer.
Everybody knows it. By exploiting means we get 90% of what you donate.
Yeah, just like the Ukraine shirts.
Oh my God, dude! The heat we catch for those.
We started VTT in hopes of a conflict in the Ukraine, so we could make money off that cash.
Yeah. There you go.
The whole deal. We're Nostradamus because
we're actually tied in with the Russians.
Listen, asshole.
We had those shirts ready.
I'm listening. Sorry.
All right, so like, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you fuckers for this stuff, and Karen Foss at the Garden Palace. Shamelessly deal, but she got me in contact with him, like, because I knew her back when I was up in the Army or whatever, and like, so like, and I appreciate you guys. I can't tell you how much, guys, I appreciate you guys putting us on this deal. Like, we're on something special. Like, it's bigger than us, bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
And for me, it's special. Like, so like, it's just, getting it out there. Like,
dude, for all of us, it's fucking special, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, well, the other thing.
Watch out for Buddy tonight, though. He might grab you in weird places. Just
I'm gonna hold.
And that's okay.
It's I don't know if you guys have watched the weather down in Texas, but it's a little chilly. We might have to spoon a little bit.
I mean, that's cool.
Big spoon, little spoon. Big spoon, little spoon.
I call big all the time. I put off heat anyway. Hey, so but for real, this is our first time coming down and being on location with somebody to do.
You guys are in Texas?
Yeah.
What
Well,
part of Texas are you
Oklahoma.
in, buddy?
Hell no,
We're in
we're
Oklahoma.
God's country in
Oh.
Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. I don't know if you. I don't know.
No, don't know what that reference is. It's okay.
Isn't that Kansas?
It's not a big deal.
Nope, Oklahoma. Anyway, the
I think Kansas has
one thing I'll
planes
tell
too,
you
but I'm gonna
is
Google that.
You know, I came down and I thought, yeah, I'll be able to, you know, ride some horses, meet some cool people, listen to some cool stories. And
did you teach Cary how to swipey yet?
Yeah, I didn't think there would be a whole lot of therapy or learning because it's only going to be a couple hours. And like I said, watching Cary deal with the horses and dealing with just kind of retraining and a mindset of carrying positive energy into a situation instead of negative energy has been pretty cool to watch. Pretty cool to watch we're real big fans of immediate
Cary.
Gratification.
Yeah,
I know we're closing out real quick.
That's the word.
Cary, real quick. I know we're closing out.
Having something happen. Well, it was.
Where do you get the win-win-win? Where does the win-win-win mindset come from, Cary?
It was,
real quick. I know we're closing out. Where does
what?
win-win come from? We were talking about win-win earlier.
No,
Where does that come from?
Why would you ask a question at the very end, weirdo? What do you
I don't know. I just want to just clarify it, buddy, real quick.
Dave
That's
has
a
not
very
been on
important
point
thing of
tonight.
this
Dave
entire
has
Well,
been
we
on
already
more
we
than 2
already
years.
talked about it.
So,
the
yeah.
win-win
Hey,
comes
hey.
from them getting some help and from him getting being able to teach people.
Yeah, where's Dorothy's
Christ, Dave.
choosing
Hey,
Kansas?
All right, I was trying to go
listen to the
deeper
story.
with that, but we're good. Go ahead, buddy.
Cary,
Anyway,
I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
No.
Cocaine.
Watching the instant gratification of the horse, doing literally, he can think about a horse walking, and the horse starts walking. He gives out the
That's a
energy
conspiracy.
for the horse to
You're
trot.
probably on drugs,
No,
buddy.
It's definitely not a conspiracy.
I'm
Yeah,
being sarcastic.
I
Yeah.
believe you. I think it sounds gay as fuck, but it works. Come down here, Dave.
Hey,
Come here, boys.
you know what?
Brother, I
you know
believe you. That's the thing. I'm with you. I
But
was just
it's,
sarcasm.
no, it's amazing to watch, and it's definitely a foundation worth donating some time and money to. And I think they're on to something, and the equine therapy thing is pretty awesome.
I didn't even polish the tip. Like what? I don't know.
Well, you're gonna have to later for that. That's coming.
Oh my goodness.
Gentlemen, I truly love what you two have started. And what, 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old now? Like we
Yeah,
literally
about 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we literally just started, and I'm excited to see, and I know Nick and Joe feel the same way. We're excited to see this venture and where it goes.
I don't hate it, Dave.
Huh?
So actually, we filed with the state of Oklahoma as a nonprofit February 22nd.
Is it
Perfect,
true still in
perfect.
Oklahoma that when you come to an uncontrolled intersection, you have to get out and shoot your gun off?
I feel like
And
Dave
you
wants to
can-
say it.
and
That's
then
no,
you can
Nick.
go
That's
to
at a
the
four-way
intersection.
stop.
Okay.
Four-way stop.
Yeah,
You got to do that.
And look, you guys just gained BTT as we're gonna push your shit out because I think what you're doing is extremely important.
Not in, out.
Better than pushing it in, right?
That's right.
Man,
No, like I'm not trying to be gay or none of that bullshit.
You are trying to be.
why do you
all
keep
night.
saying?
All night.
I don't. I'm getting ready to close this show out. But
Got a
okay,
new
I'm
t-shirt.
coming
Out
out
the closet,
saying that.
right.
Gay, Dave.
I got a new T-shirt idea.
Carry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't ever fucking worry about what anybody else thinks about you. Do
I
you?
got a new T-shirt.
Fucking do you, man. That's like
I'm gonna do me, and when
do you, brother. But anyway,
You are
hey,
gay.
hey,
It's over. It's over, man. I'm about to come unraveled. I got the giggles so bad over here. Oh shit! I got a
So
T-shirt
all this
idea.
gay talk, literally, he's about to do him. So okay, you're gay. Okay.
anyhow, I love what you guys are doing. I
Comes
love
full
that you're a
circle.
new startup. We will definitely blast your shit out all over social media, whatever it needs to be.
In a straight way.
That was good, Nick. Because Cary, stop fucking focusing on what other people think. Do you, man? Do you? Because that's what's fucking working right now. What you got going on is fucking amazing. Like, keep pushing. Anyhow, we're gonna keep pushing that shit out.
In a straight way.
Wish you guys the best of luck. Happy Saturday to everybody. And this was a phenomenal trash talk hour. I'm not gonna talk about links or shop here, shop there. Fuck it. Love y'all. Happy Saturday. Faceman VTT, I'm out.
It's gone on
Chris,
long enough.
cut us off.
Yeah.
Chris the Baker's
Somebody cut the mic. Somebody cut the mic. Are we off?
Chris ain't answering. He's probably asleep. Muffin fingers.
Chris, are you
we're
checking
still
your
live?
muffins?
We're still live.
Is
probably.
Chris playing pool right now?
Not billiards.
Who's bringing up nipples, dude?
I'm saying if we're still live.
We're probably still live, guys. So it's all good.
Wonderful.
The only person that needs to be worried about being live is nobody really.
Hey,
Are we
Nick,
still live? Chris.
Chris ain't answering.
I think we're still live.
Hey,
So,
Nick.
talking about nice stuff.
Let
Yeah.
me call Chris.
Party on.
Carrie,
Get
what's
your
up?
ass down here.
Carrie, what's up? Bring
Well,
it
he's
up.
up. He's
Bring my ass.
actually in
I have to go
Texas.
up there.
Yeah.
You're in Texas? I thought you was in that. Where are you at in Texas?
El Paso.
Ooh. Yeah. I want to come down there.
Yeah, come down to El Paso. Come hang out.
Nick.
Are we
I
still
think
live?
We're still live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's phenomenal. Hot mic. Hot mic.
Hot mic, hot mic. Hey, so those of you still watching, hey,
I'll
just
write
take
it and
everything
we'll do
you
it
hear with a
live.
grain of salt, okay? Please
sucked.
don't report us. Like it's just what we do. I know that.
Hey, look, man, if you report us after a show where we've been drinking, that's dirty pool. All right. It's dirty pool.
No, I'm just saying, like Chris
It's out of
is
bounds.
gone.
Chris, this is me ringing.
Call Chris and ask him
Dude,
what
it's
he's
ringing.
doing.
Yeah.
Chris.
You
It's
got
a-
voicemail.
It went
So
straight to
anyways,
voicemail.
He's still got a little
you
bit of
guys,
attitude
you guys
in his
can
voice.
leave.
still there,
if you
big
want.
worm?
I will stay here and entertain the masses.
Oh.
I will bite that bullet. I will do it, even though I just got a brand new fridge today. Son of a bitch. All right.
Chris?
But,
Can
Oh, okay. Turn it off.
turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
He's been saving his poop that whole tournament. You know what? Maybe
Tournament poop.
Chris, if you didn't poop, you would have made the 8